Hello everyone. In this lesson, we learn about some HTML concepts and also we take a look at an example of a basic HTML5 web page. Let's get started. So HTML is the hypertext markup language. It allows us to write content in a document, just as we would do in a file created by a word processor. But unlike in a regular text file, it also includes structural and layout information about the content. We basically mark up the text of our document with extra styling information. When talking about HTML's markup, we'll often refer to following terms. So let's discuss them briefly. First comes tag. So tags are separated from regular content and they are special text or names wrapped in less than and greater than characters. For example, the tag for image is less than symbol img and then greater than symbol. Next comes element. Everything from an opening tag to the closing tag is an element. For example, in this case, h1 opening tag and then the content chapter 1 and then h1 closing tag. These three together create an h1 element in this document. Next come attribute. So attributes are optional characteristics of an element and it's defined using either just the name or name equals to value in that format. For example, here P, which stands for paragraph, ID equals to error message hidden and then error downloading this file P. Here we have this P element which has two attributes. One is ID with value equals to error message and then another one is hidden. As you can notice that all attribute doesn't need to have values. Next comes entity. Entity are special text that should not be confused with HTML markup. Entities begin with the ampersand sign and ends with a colon. For example, if you need to use the less than character in your document, you need to use ampersand lt colon. You can't just write less than symbol because that will show the starting of a tag as you have learned. Similarly, ampersand nbsp colon is for white space and then ampersand amp colon is for the and symbol. You don't need to memorize this, but just to know about these concepts so that when you see them in a document you can understand, and then when you need to use a specific example of those, you will be able to search on the web to find what entity do you need to use for that specific case. Next, look at a basic HTML5 page here. Let's see what's going on here by breaking it down. So at the beginning we have this doc type HTML. This tells the browser what kind of document this is and how to interpret or render it. Next we have the HTML tag. This is the root element of our document. All the other element will be included within HTML and /HTML closing tag. Next we have head. So head provides various information about the document as opposed to providing its content. This is metadata that describes the document. Next we have the meta. This is an example of some piece of metadata. In this case, it's defining the character set used in this document, which is UTF-8. Next we have the title tag. This is an example of a specific metadata element, the document's title. This is shown in the browser's title bar. We'll see this in action in next lesson. Then there are a number of these kind of specific named metadata element. Next we have the body, which is the content of the document, and all the content of the document will be within body and slash body um, end tag, and we'll be mostly working in that section. Next we have less than symbol, exclamation sign, hyphen hyphen. That starts a comment, and at the end you have hyphen hyphen and then greater than symbol. This is slightly different than the previous examples that you have probably seen for C or JavaScript comment, but the usage is very similar. Anything that you write in this section is only for other developers. It doesn't get interpreted or rendered. Next we have a h1 and heading element. So there are headings like this from h1 to h6. We'll see those in example in one of the next session. Um, but this is usually title or subtitle in a document. So that's the structure of a basic HTML5 page. Thank you.